Go. Go.
I know, sometimes I do miss my art book library back home. 'Cause there's so many books that I've collected over the years. Although I have a small collection going on right now in Japan, I'm kind of worried I'm gonna ship it back home. It's gonna cost quite a bit. I might not return home that often. I'm not completely moving to Japan per se, but it's just so much easier to do a lot of stuff while in Japan. If you guys are wondering, I've been in Japan for the majority of the year. It's just much better to just be here rather than going back and forth, because when you go back and forth, of course there's like time zone difference and how easily you can get sick, because a lot of the sickness comes from traveling. Not being able to work on things and stream while on the move is kind of problematic for me, because I have to do a lot of stuff, not just hololive stuff, a lot of priestess stuff as well. I don't want to, mess up everything. So I don't know what I'll do next year, but I do have my apartment for a while, so we'll see. Only thing is, like, I'm not sure if I'll just like cut the internet back home, because it costs a lot every month and I'm not there using it. But then, like, if I cut the internet whenever I do go home, I can't do anything because I won't have internet, and that would be problematic. I don't know if suspending service is a thing. Maybe that's possible. Just move back to your parents' house. I don't want to. My house is like perfectly made for me. I don't want to go back to mom and dad's place. I'm too used to living by myself now. I can't live with anyone else anymore. I lived by myself for too long. The freedom. The thing is, I don't also want to sell my house yet, because like I bought it in an area that had really good potential. So like the price of my house has, been going up. I don't want to sell it just yet, my investment. The thing is, I can't even rent it out because I have so much stuff that like I'm just like, where am I gonna put it? What am I gonna do with the giant takoyachi? But then at the same time, it's kind of like, sometimes I feel like it's a waste, because like the housing committee, I don't know what they're called, they come knocking on my door, aka my email, saying like, you haven't paid your fees for the month. I sometimes do wish that like, if I didn't end up getting a house, I would have definitely moved to Japan, and that would have made things so much easier. But we'll see. Timing didn't work out that way. Yeah, but it's just nice knowing that I have a house and I can go back to it, and I won't freeze in the winter if I can't pay rent, I don't have to pay rent. There's somewhere in the world that is all mine. Although it would be kind of nice to have a house in Japan. I have considered it, but maybe not the best choice financially. But I would definitely have to get a mortgage here, which I don't know how it works. Like, of course I can go buy one of those houses like further out from Tokyo that's like much cheaper and I don't have to get a mortgage. But the whole reason of trying to have a house nearby is to be relatively close to the studio, or like within good travel distance, right? I wouldn't want to go out of Tokyo to buy, an abandoned house or something. So it would have to be relatively accessible. I've told you guys many times, living with another member is out of the question. Maybe for like a couple days if I don't have a place to stay. But telling you, living with someone can cause many different problems. And I know I personally am a kind of a person who thrives when living alone instead of with someone. As much as I love Bae, and as much as I'm okay with living with her, and we've survived a week trip together, that doesn't relate to, all the nitty-gritty stuff of, splitting rent, splitting utilities, splitting groceries, splitting, all the other stuff and everything else. It's not the same. What about multi-family homes? I mean, at the same time, I would rather not keep a lot of holomems in the same vicinity. At least not like that many in the same space, because I think I'm relatively okay. But let's just say that there are certain members that may be more recognizable from the hallway with their voices coming from their houses, and having more of them at once may be not that great. I know it's like It seems like the ideal thing to do in people's brains, but it is not once you think about it a bit. I'll be honest, I just like the peace and quiet of being by myself, on my own. As much as I love other members, if I knew that one was living in the same building as me, I would feel like they're with me 24/7. That's the level of introvert I am. That's why I book my own apartment and stuff when I come to Japan, because the company can book it for us, but usually it also has possibility of other members that are in Japan being in the same apartment. I feel bad saying it, but I need my personal bubble. My personal bubble is kind of big. My personal bubble is like an apartment building size, okay? The anti-taco field. It's like when I want to hang out with people, I like to hang out with people. But when I don't, I like to be alone. Am I a cat? Meow meow.